Shane McLean from 432 Yuck, junk removal experts.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's talk a little bit about your company and the service area that you cover. Because we know that you're in Edmonton, right? So you do junk removal and bin drop-offs for the Edmonton region. What are some of the other areas that you are willing to go out to?
Yeah, so we also do, we service the surrounding areas. So we do Sherwood Park and Leduc, Beaumont, St. Albert, Spruce Grove, Sherwood Park, or Stony Plain, and also Morinville too. Yeah.
Okay, so you go kind of far.
Yeah. It depends what part of the city you're in, but it's usually another half an hour or so outside the city, right?
Right. Now there's other communities that are close by too. Devon is not too far away also.
Yeah.
Like that one would be a good location to, they need junk removal out there as well, right?
100%, yeah.
Now, when you pick up junk in some of these outlying areas, let's say you're in, I don't know, Spruce Grove, right? So you're doing a junk removal in Spruce Grove. Do you have to take it all the way back into Edmonton, or like where do you take the junk from there? Are there different way stations you can go to?
Yeah. So we did a job in Wabamun, and that's probably the farthest that I've been out of the city. And that was a big junk removal job. That one was almost 3 loads.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I tried to go to the landfill that was closest to Wabamun, but since we were commercial and it was too big, they wouldn't allow us. So it kind of made a little hiccup in my plan.
Okay.
But so we just had to drive it back to the West End to one of our transfer stations that we had an account with.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was just because we were commercial. They wouldn't accept us.
I see.
Yeah.
So what about if you're in Leduc or Devon area, Nisku, do you have to bring that back into Edmonton as well?
No, we have a contract with the Leduc landfill that allows us. Yeah, so
nice.
Leduc is good. St. Albert, we just come back to the north side of Edmonton, and then Stony Plain, Sherwood Park, or Stony Plain and Spruce Grove, we just go back to the west end of Edmonton.
Okay, yeah. I see. And I think there is transfer stations out in Sherwood Park. Is that right?
There is, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah. Now, when it comes to, let's say they have, concrete or, chemicals, dangerous goods, is that a specific place that you have to take those? Yeah,
we bring those back to our yard, and then we usually make batches and piles, and then we just take it, we'll dedicate 1 hour or 2 hours going specifically to drop off those certain chemicals or those certain items, right?
I see.
Yeah.
So a few logistical things you got to work out when you're doing the outlying areas.
Yeah, when we do the junk removal, if we do run into those type of items, we usually put them on the load last. So it's easy for us to pull them out and classify them if we need to.
Right.
So
I guess that's something people can be glad that they're calling you, is that you don't just throw everything into the landfill, right?
Yeah.
You don't throw batteries and chemicals and paint and solvents and things into the landfill. You actually take them to the place where they can be disposed of properly. Yeah.
It hurts to see that a lot of, like, some companies are out there and they just don't care. They just throw them in. As soon as it's out of their truck, they don't care about it no more. But, since we are a local, homegrown Edmonton-based company, we like to take pride in our community, right?
Well, it's about, taking care of, putting things where they should go, because nobody likes to have dirty water or the ground to be contaminated or the air. Nobody wants that, right? No. So it's just responsible stewardship, really.
100%. And it's just, just one of the core values in our company is just making sure that we do things right the first time, right? And not trying to cut corners and be irresponsible with our profession, right?
Yeah. Do you have any stories about any out of town jobs that were interesting?
There's a lot. There's a lot of interesting jobs. That Wabamun job was actually a pretty interesting one. Since what I find with those like kind of acreage jobs is it's like an iceberg. You see the little bit at the top, and once you start going, it just turns into like a full day production, and you find all types of stuff. And it's every job is unique when it's those acreage jobs. You'll see like generations of stuff, like it's pretty cool. But yeah, those jobs are my favorite jobs, to be honest.
Yeah. Almost like a time capsule.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like as start pulling things away. It's just the deeper you go, the more cool stuff you're going to find. Right.
Do you ever find really neat stuff that you end up keeping?
There was actually last week we had this, I wish we would have kept it. It's just, we didn't have time that day. It was a sewing machine, like a desk sewing machine that was like made by like oak wood and had like real cast iron legs, and it had it was kind of almost like a piano. It flipped open. It was really, really nice, but yeah, we didn't have time to keep it. Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah. That would have been like, I swear I could have put that on like the show, Unique Road Show, or, those antique road shows. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. So anything that, we haven't really covered in this topic, any other areas that you guys service, or anything people should know if they want to call 432 Yuck for their junk removal or bin rental?
So when you're in those areas that are a little outside of Edmonton, we do service them. We do charge a little extra fee for the mileage, because we do have to, our trucks are our employees are hourly, so we have to make sure that they're effective and efficient for their whole time. But at the same time, sometimes we do group, like if we have 2 or 3 jobs in let's say Morinville, for example, we'll try and arrange them so they're all on the same day, so we can give a break on that pricing. But if that job needs to be done right then and there, then you do have to be prepared that there might be a little extra traveling fee. Right.
So there's a little bit of charge there, a surcharge, if you're outside of the Edmonton area.
Yeah. Awesome. That's the only thing I can say, but we try to minimize that as much as we can. Right.
No, that's great. I think, at least they have somebody who will come out there and do it, right? Because otherwise they have to get their own truck and take it to their local dump and make several trips and lift all that stuff in and out and, risk the pop tires and, broken
nails.
Things. Yes.
Those nails are always the enemies.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Shane, for sharing with us and, letting people in the greater Edmonton area and outside of it that, you guys are willing to come out there and service them.
Yeah, we are. Yep.